There's nothing like a trail of blood to find your way back home. It all, that's when you finally realize that life is beautiful. Coming to you live on the air.
And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast, the dark side of, and thank you. Okay, that was weird. I have to do that again. I just updated Stream Deck. Stream Deck came out with a big update, so usually I just skip them, but for some reason I said, sure, let's modernize. So I want to see if this actually keys. All right, it does. I'm concerned. Let me just kind of leave it there. The Podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door, talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we're doing, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I'm your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. Joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, the one, the only, the original, the redheaded Belle. How are you doing tonight, Belle?
You know what? It's been an incredibly busy day, Scott. How about you?
It's been an incredibly busy day, and I certainly understand because we do chat throughout the day. You know what? I'm going to need you to smile a little bit on this one. All right, I get it. We're all beat up, but we're gonna have to put on our game faces and our big show faces because we're live and people respond positive vibes. Get positive vibes back, and that's what I'm trying to do. All right, guys, it's a free-for-all tonight, and I have to address one thing before we really get into it. Well, actually, two things before we really get into it, and we're shooting commercials tonight. These commercials are going to be promoted, all right? They're going to be promoted on the podcast channel so that we can dial in the message to put them up on Sigia Cloud Official, and we need your help. That's all it is, man. Which of these get the message out? Which one of these do you respond to better? Which one of these do you like? Which one of these, what can we do different? What can we change? All that other good stuff. So you're kind of a focus group tonight. And I'll tell you what, how many people we got on right now? 4? We have 4. I'll tell you what, shout out your name right now for whomever is here right now, and you're gonna get. I'm personally gonna send you an Aegis T-shirt, an Aegis throwback T-shirt, whatever size I have. You guys are with us. We like to support people who support us, and I have these T-shirts to give away. So whomever is on right now, call it out. I know you're about 36.
I see Nuclear Chicken already on. We
There's
knew
one.
he was gonna be. We knew he was gonna be on.
Who else is on here? Anybody?
I'm not seeing anybody else
Nobody
pipe up
talking.
in chat yet.
Pipe out your name. I'm going to send you a T-shirt. It doesn't cost you nothing.
Not Mirek is on.
Who?
Not Mirek. He's been a viewer for the past several months.
Oh, okay, good. Here's what you're going to have to do. Send your address. Now, I cannot mail these. I know we're all about privacy here, but I literally cannot mail this without an address to mail it to. So Bella at ThePodocasts.com. Get her your address. She'll get them over to me. I will box them up tomorrow. I will send them out, and you get a Sigia T-shirt for joining us, and a big old round of applause for joining us here on the focus group. Now,
all right, and we've got Crypto Sailor and Ralph Sphinx on.
That's 2 more. All right. Crypto Sailor, Ralph Spinks, you both get Sigia Aegis T-shirts. Not Sigia. We don't have any Sigia T-shirts, but I'll give you the Aegis T-shirt. So the same thing. Give it over to Belle and give her your address. I will send it. We're not asking for anything. Just I appreciate you guys doing this. The reason that we're spending so much time on this is because there is a roadmap for everything that we're doing right here. As far as Web 2 facing apps, there's absolutely a roadmap, and it happened over in Web 2, not in Web 3. Web 3 is dying. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the alt market, everything but Bitcoin, top, let's just say top 20, everything out here is just getting the liquidity sucked out like a big straw. Like that's it. The altcoin market is just a Capri Sun, and they stuck in the straw, sucked out all the liquidity. There's nothing left. So the apps that are built on the actual solid blockchain products over there, That's I know of us. I'm not sure of how many others. And if they're fielded dreaming it, I'll tell you right now, you lost. All right, you're done. We can't do that. We have to go out and get them. So we have to follow the playbook that has worked. And the playbook that has worked thus far is what Web 2 is doing. And we're just going to mirror it. That's all we are. Man, we are a Web 2.5 app. We'll just call it right there. We're not carrying the flag for crypto. I know Crypto Sailor and I have been back and forth on this. We can't afford it. We cannot afford to carry the flag of an entire ecosystem or an entire space that is not going to support us. It's just not worth our time. So we're a Web 2 app, not a DApp. We're not confusing the message or doing any of those other stuff. All right. Two things I want to address because, well, believe it or not, we are a crypto channel. I see the Jackal Telegram is heating up with sex listings. Look, a sex listing is important if all you have to sell are tokens. I understand. Well, it's for visibility, but visibility to who? All right. Web3 people do not use apps. If they did, there would be more apps built. All right. Everybody, I think people have started to figure this out. If it was profitable to build apps, people would have done it already. But you can't really effectively tokenize an app. It doesn't work that way. So there's no interest in it. They're not pushing out into this. And that being the case, all of crypto is a meme. It's either a product, meaning that it acquires external value, or it's a meme and all it does is feed on itself. I put out a tweet today, an interesting one. It'll get no responses. It'll get no view, nothing. Where does the yield come from? I think it's a fair question, Bell. Do you understand what I mean by that question? Where does the yield come from? Because the only thing that crypto has to sell is yield. That's it. And eventually people are going to have to stop and ask, okay, where does the yield come from? Typically, let's start with a bank. Nice and easy here. All right. A bank will loan you money and you pay interest on top of that money. Now, what the bank is doing is taking the money and the interest and all that other stuff that you do, and their bank is going to put it to work. Now, back in the day, before we got into fractional banking like where we exist right now, back in the day, the money was put out into the community. It was building products. The money that you deposited in the bank is put out in the form of loans so that people can build properties, build businesses, improve their houses, whatever they're going to do, and they pay you back a percentage. All right, that's called interest. That's where the yield comes from for a bank. Now, I understand I'm simplifying this. Crypto Sailor, don't jump on me either, man. You know why I'm doing it, what I'm saying, and why I'm saying it. That's where the yield comes from. The money is put out, it's put to work to generate additional revenue. It's paid back in the form of interest. That's what happens. Now, what is crypto doing? And I think it's a fair question because it's not being pushed out into the real world. I know they keep saying RWAs. Look, man, they're horseshit. Why would you tokenize something that already works? What's the point? It already works out in TradFi. All right, there's things to duplicate and there's things not to. RWA is a narrative, and it will just as the AI narrative did. I get it. I'm hot on AI too, just like anybody else. But it's blockchain is not solving it. All they're doing is leveraging it and jumping on top of it. Doesn't matter. I really didn't want to get into this. The reason that I said all of those things is because on the Jackal Telegram right now, it's heating up. Sex listing, you must have a sex listing. Everything has to be on a sex. A sex listing is very, very important. It's critical if all you have to sell are tokens. That's why memes can jump on central exchanges so quick because it doesn't matter. The revenue comes from the community. It's no big deal for them to endlessly print tokens, give them over to the central exchange as liquidity, give them over to the market makers to manage it. They're out nothing. It doesn't matter. But for Jackal to get onto a central exchange, even a bad one, is going to be $50,000 to $100,000 plus the recurring costs of $50,000 to $100,000 annually just to pay the market maker. All right, that would bust this chain right now. $200,000, let's just say they made it a year and let's just call it 200K, would absolutely bust this chain. They don't have enough income to support it. And what are you going to get out of it? That is, I don't know why, how many times we've had to say this or how many different ways we had to, we've went around saying it. What are you trying to do here? Are you trying to sell storage? Or are you trying to sell tokens? And no, they're not synonymous. All right, by selling storage, you're selling tokens. But by selling tokens directly, all you're doing is getting a bunch of degens in that are going to dump as soon as that thing starts to get a little bit of action on it, because the market is desperate right now. Is that really where you want to send it? Because that's not where we want it. All right, we see it a different way. We see it as going out, getting consumers. They pay us. We pay Jackal. That's revenue. All right, that's where the yield comes from consumers, customers, everybody jumping on that. I really didn't want to start the show like this, Belle. I really didn't want to get it. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Okay.
There's more. Some of these same people from the Jackal Main Telegram channel are also advocating for airdrops in the unofficial price chat.
Airdrops for what? For what? What is the point of this?
To inspire confidence with long-term holders. Okay. I guarantee you there are not very many people that have held that token for longer than Scott and I, for one. For two, anytime there is an airdrop, it never fails that people just dump the token, which again is going to put more sell pressure on a token that is already struggling. So stop it.
You know, I'm not gonna. You know what? If Jackal would like to airdrop me 1 million tokens, thank you. That's all I'm gonna say is thank you.
But again, we're not interested in selling them. We are interested in using those tokens.
Yes,
we've got an app we're building.
I need the tokens to make the app function. It just is what it is. Doesn't matter. And I apologize if I look dumpy. And this is some of the feedback. Please start this before I actually cut videos. If I look dumpy, this shirt was pre-fast and pre-weight loss and all that stuff. So it's like a parachute on me. And I can't you want to see trousers? Look at this. I'm going to show it because Belle got a giggle out of it. These are the trousers. The only thing keeping these up right now is, in fact, the suspenders. Because if it wasn't for the suspenders, these things would be down around my ankle. All right, pants shouldn't fit like this. But they are custom. They were bespoke back when I was a larger man. So if the clothing looks too dumpy for me to use this to shoot these videos, please tell me now, and I won't waste my time. I will go get different clothes. And I understand that we kind of got the Gordon Gekko thing going over here, but I'm okay with that because I sort of admire Gordon Gekko. Anyway, yeah, you guys are our focus group. Get the emails to Belle. I'm going to pay you for your time. It's in the form of a T-shirt. But you know what? This channel doesn't earn any money, man. So everything for us is a capital expense. It's fine. I'll write it off some way, somehow. All right. So here's what we're going to do, Belle. I'm going to read you guys the very first one I'm doing. Now, I've written 4 different scripts, and we're going to shoot them all right now. So if you guys want to see how the sausage is made, this is how the sausage is made when I'm doing these. We're usually not live streaming when we do them, but I thought it'd be kind of fun. Pull everybody in the community. And if, by the way, if you are Crypto Sailor, you in particular, bro, are you testing Sigia? It's available on Android, bro. It's available on iOS. It's available on desktop. It's available on effectively every platform. That's why it's such a bitch to get this thing built, because we have to build 3 different versions of it at the same time. And that takes a lot of devs. I mean, I know you're a coder guy, so I know that you understand this, but yeah, it takes a lot of devs. But man, I got to ask, are you testing for us? It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you nothing. And I've kind of decided our very first 100 testers that come up that test the app and actually give us feedback. Yes, I like it. No, I don't like it. Change this, change this, change this. We're going to give them free storage for life. That's free Sigia for life. Sigia Cloud, your data's protected, and yeah. So I got to ask for the people that are on the stream right now, are you testing Sigia? There's no excuse. You can't say, well, I don't have a phone. My ass. You have a phone. You do have a phone. But
so Crypto Sailor's actually chiming in saying, I use Jackal Vault already.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're not selling Jackal Vault, dude. We're selling Sigia Cloud, which is a mobile version. We're more akin to Dropbox than we are to Jackal Vault. So I got to ask, man, are you testing the app? We're on Android, we're on iOS, we're on desktop, whatever you happen to do, whatever platform you happen to exist on, we exist on it because that's what's expected of us. That's a Web 2 thing. try the app. That's all I got to say. Don't cost you nothing. It's piece of cake. If you're Android, it's even easier because all we got to do is send you the APK. All right. So anyway, Belle, go ahead and square me up for this. Let's do the first one. And this is where the feedback and focus group stuff comes in. I know we're not going to have a big crowd tonight, but for those of you who do enjoy seeing how the sausage is made, this is how the sausage is made. All right, Belle. Oh, and is Sofa Ninja on? He didn't chime up. Is Jason on?
I haven't seen him yet.
Dude, this you're on the marketing arm of this, man. I fucking need you here. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not paying him, so he can kind of do whatever he wants.
But
right?
but Siggia fan is in and says, okay, watched all your poses. The foot crossed a bit with your arms around mid portion looked the best, but all of them looked pretty good.
All right, Belle. You're gonna call this
and
first
Sofa
one.
Ninja is here now.
You're gonna call this first one. How is this?
I mean, you look a little uptight, but it's not a bad look.
Should I go kind of should I go kind of sexy like this? Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work. Oh, okay. How about feet flat? How about this? We haven't done this one yet. How about feet flat on the ground and sitting straight upright? Do I look too uptight?
That actually looks good.
Okay. What if I did this? Does that change it at all?
Not much, no.
Okay. All right, so let's do an audio test. This is me orally gratifying the microphone, and this is me talking casually with the same volume of voice. Where would you like the microphone?
Casual, please.
Okay, casual, please. Is the volume okay? And I'm asking everybody out there, please give me a kickback on the volume, Bell. You're hearing me through Zoom. Everybody else is hearing me through YouTube. So it's going to take 30 seconds for us to get some kickback on that. How is the volume? Because once I do this, I'm taking off the headphones and I'm going to run through it. So let's wait for the volume check from the audience because this is what they're hearing as I record it, and we'll do it. So I will stand straight up and down like this. I will be holding the teleprompter remote and I got no feedback on the attire. If it's too fat, I can go change clothes. We could play a song. I could change clothes. I could put on a cut-off fatigues, a T-shirt, and flip-flops. I can do that. I'm more comfortable like that anyway. All right, so the remote is here. So all of my hand signaling, because I'm a hand talker, is going to be done with my right hand only. How's the volume?
So Sofa Ninja was saying, okay, a little bit up on the volume.
Do you want it up or the volume is too low? A little bit up on the volume.
He just says a little up.
Okay, hang on. We're going to kick it. Go ahead and talk while I walk around here, Phil.
All right, and Siggia fan actually agreed with me on the pose with your hands crossed in front of you. So
okay.
Awesome. And Toot was actually saying, okay, the twisted pose made you look like Uncle Rico.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm giving you a round of applause. Toot, and you know what? You get a T-shirt for that too. I got lots of them. Do you know who Uncle Rico is, Belle? Do you know who that is?
I do know who that is.
How can you not appreciate that? That is absolutely awesome. Okay, the volume has been brought up about 12%. So is it now too choppy? Is there too much noise? Is there too much echo? Is there too much anything? I got these dialed in for a very specific reason. So the volume has been increased about 10%. We're going to wait 30 seconds. I'm going to run through all of these guys. I'm going to do them at once. And then I'm going to have Jason is going to chop through the entire. I'm not hitting record, bro. I'm going to count you in. All right. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. That's your cue. So when you're scrubbing the video afterwards, you download the whole thing and you're scrubbing the video. That's how you know this video started right now. I don't want to have to turn to hit buttons. All right. I'm not going to do that unless you need it. I'll tell you what. Tell me that before I record if you need to, because we've added, I put that little graphic in so I could literally start and record it from that graphic if you would prefer it. And we'll do it in 4 different segments. So whatever works for you. You're doing the editing. I'm not going to ask Belle's opinion on this one because she's not the one editing the videos. You are. So whatever works better for you. I can record them as 4 individual segments and send them out to you. I'll just post them on the Discord. Or we can do this as a flat run and you can go through and scrub whatever you want. I know you have the graphics. I don't know what you're using for video editing. All right. Did anybody get back on the volume, Bell? Are we better now?
All right. Sofa Ninja says sounds good. Crypto Sailor says it sounds great. Jack Sparrow, actually, it's fine.
All right. So I'm probably going to brick this. I don't know if you guys know, but it gets a little bit weird working in front of a live audience. And I've done it many times, believe it or sadly, back in my radio DJ days of going out and making appearances. They didn't come from me. They came because you saw the big ass 98 KUPD banner up there, and we always gave away T-shirts and sunflower seeds. Don't ask me why. It was just our thing. That's what we did. But it's a lot easier to work in an environment like that and appear entertaining as opposed to actually doing something that you know is going to cost you money as soon as you hit record. And Sofa Ninja didn't pipe out, so I assume he wants this done in a single run. But bro, you have this graphic. I end the video with this graphic right here. It looks good. It works. You have the graphic in your hand. All right, Belle, I'm about to hit record. Size me up right now. You're the only one who's real time. Is the pose good? Do you want my back straighter? Do you want me standing up more? Do you want me casual? Do you want me to put on my glasses? What do you want? Tell me, because I'm taking off the headphones.
Just again, that pose right there is perfect.
Okay. I still feel like a banker. All right, I'm taking it off, and I'm going to run through it. We're going to have, this is the 60-second video, guys. So that means I can do this several times to see which ones you want more. I'm going to do this very, very casually the first time, and then the second time, if you guys give us some feedback and you want me to hit it harder, I know how to hit this one harder. All right, so I'm taking them off, and I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing. So everybody's there. Belle hasn't heard this yet. It's going to be fun. Everything's out of frame, so here we go. And for Jason, here we go. You ready, dude? Let me make sure I'm right here. Okay. In 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, documents, and personal files. Who's really got access? Cloud storage giants claim your data is safe, but leaks and breaches happen. Shit. All right, hang on. Scrub the first one, dude. We're gonna start that one over. I know what I'm doing here, man. I promise you, I'm a pro. I can get through this, man. But sometimes you take a couple takes. All right, take 2, in 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, documents, and personal files. Who's really got access? Cloud storage giants claim your data safe, but leaks and breaches happen constantly. That's why we built Sigia Cloud, to give you a private vault for your files that no one can touch. Here's the problem. Every time you upload a photo, a document, or video to the cloud, it's vulnerable. Big tech scans your files. Hackers target them. And privacy policies let companies do whatever they want. Sigia Cloud is different. It's a dead simple app that encrypts your data before it leaves your device, storing it in a secure personal vault only you control. No one, not us, not hackers, not even governments, can access it without your key. Unlike other storage apps that throttle speeds or upsell you, Sigia Cloud is fast, unlimited, and built for trust. Beta testers have seen 0 unauthorized attempts after switching, because that's how we built it. It's your data, your rules, no compromises. If you want your files truly private, download Sigia today to test in our beta, or subscribe for more tips to lock down your data. That's it. Thanks for watching. That's it. That's the whole thing. All right, we'll wait for some feedback. What do you think, Belle?
I mean, I thought I picked up a little bit of an audio jump right in the middle of that. I'm waiting to see if I'm the only one that heard it, because it could have just been a Zoom thing.
All right, if it's reported, then we can shoot this one again. It's 60 seconds. This one's a piece of cake. Did you like the content? Did you understand everything that I said? Did it make sense to you?
It was very clear, yes.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to do for a 60-second little blurb, meaning this is one that we release as a short. Was it clear? Was it concise? Do you understand at least a little bit of what Sigia Cloud is and what it does? Do you see the problem? Do you guys understand why we built it? Do you understand that there is actually an issue? We mentioned just tiptoed around it because, again, you can only do so much in 60 seconds. Please give me your feedback. If you want me to shoot it again, Belle, I will shoot it again right now. If you want me to be more grabby on it, I will be more grabby, and that's nice and easy. Your photos, your documents, and your personal files. Who has really got access? I could do it a little bit more shocky. I could do a little bit more of that. I could do whatever the hell that you want. Give me some direction, and I will certainly make it happen. Test group. You're all getting T-shirts, so help us out here. What do you guys think of that? And while you're doing it, Belle, get some feedback. Let me know. I'm going to queue up the Siggy in 2 minutes as opposed to 1 minute. So hit me. Belle.
All right. So Ralph Spinks actually chimed in and said loud and clear, hoping that means there was not an audio jump in the middle. Hopefully it was just a Zoom thing.
Okay.
And he's the only one that's tossed in feedback as of right now.
My God, why am I giving away T-shirts? You're my focus group. Thank you. And believe it or not, I'm going to make you guys all a lot of money. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way, but it's going to work out real well for you. Okay, are you happy with it, Belle? Should we can it? How about you, Sofa Ninja? Are you happy with it? Can you work with that? If you can, we're going to can it, and I'm moving on.
Yeah, we'll give them a minute to reply. And yeah, I mean...
Well, how did you like it, Belle? Or was it clear?
All right, so Jack Sparrow, I will critique Scott like I don't like him.
Please do, dude.
1, take the alcohol out of the pic. So maybe move to the left or something. Audio was clear.
Alcohol out of the pic. Okay, I see what you're saying there. All right, nope, no problem. Audio was clear. Everybody's good. All right, I will move the bottles. I get it. Nope, I completely get it. We'll shoot that one again.
All right, so Not Mirek says audio seemed good here too. Toot says, okay, it sounded good. Sorry, was eating chicken.
I would love some chicken. What kind of chicken, Toot? Is it fried chicken or is it baked chicken or is it like chicken with noodles? How about this? What are your side dishes, Toot? Because there's effectively no side dish that exists that I can eat aside from vegetables.
All right, Sofa Ninja chiming in saying, okay, I can work with it. I've said a few times I can cut most anything together.
Okay, hang on. We're going to go back to the second. 60 seconds without the bottle. All right. Feedback before I record this would be wonderful. All right, there's no more alcohol on the stage, Belle. Can you see clearly that there's nothing really on the screen that's going to affect anything?
I can see that, yes.
All right, then we're shooting it again. If I can get there. 1 second. And it's teleprompter, guys. You get what you get here. All right. So, Sofa Ninja, this is take 3. We're going to be the whole show just trying to get out 1 60-second video. All right. Everybody's cool with this, right? You like the colors of the signage? Is there anything else that we need to change? Please tell me before I do this, even though you're on like a 30-second delay, so it won't matter, and I'll be done with this before it actually gets to it. All right.
All right, so Time Slayer is actually chiming in regarding sides, though, before you get too settled.
Oh, God.
Because asparagus wrapped in bacon is a great side dish.
There is no such thing as good asparagus. You guys are out of your mind. It tastes like dirt. It tastes like greasy dirt. I don't understand how you do it. And it makes my pee just, oh, God, I can't even stand it. And I'm a well-hydrated kind of guy now. All right. Anyway.
Sofa
all right.
Ninja chiming in asking, can you turn the signs off behind you?
Can I turn them off? Yep. Just like this. Watch this. Stand by. Yoink. There you go. No signage. There. Is that what you want to see? Nice black nothing behind me. Is that's okay? All right. Look, dude, you got 2 of these. One of them was a winner. This one is the questionable one. Use it or don't. I'm indifferent to it. But I am going to go ahead and do this read unless anybody's got any more feedback right this second, Belle.
I mean, yeah, that's it as far as the video goes.
All right. Headphones are off. I can't hear shit, so we're going to go ahead and cut this. I'm going to try this one again as a take 2, or this is a take 3. All right, so look for this sign, Sofa Ninja, when you're scrubbing the entire video. This is take 3, and we're going to hit it in 3, in 2, in one. Your photos, documents, and personal files. Who's really got access? It's not just you. Cloud storage giants claim that your data is safe, but leaks and breaches happen constantly. That's why we built Sigia Cloud, to give you a private vault for your files that no one else can touch. Here's the problem. Every time that you upload a photo, a document, or a video to the cloud, it's vulnerable. Big tech scans your files. Hackers target them. And privacy policies let companies do whatever they want. Sigia Cloud's different. It's a dead simple app that encrypts your data before it leaves your device, storing it in a secure personal vault that only you control. No one, not us, not hackers, not even governments, can access it without your key. Unlike other storage apps that throttle speeds or upsell you, Sigia Cloud is fast, it's unlimited, and it's built for trust. Our beta testers have seen 0 unauthorized access attempts after switching. It's your data, your rules, no compromises. If you want your files truly private, download Sigia today to test in our beta. The link is below, or subscribe for more tips to lock down your data. That's what we're about. Thank you for your time. Out. Cut. There you go. All right. That was the third time. That one felt better, Belle. That one actually felt better than the other one, but I can't do all of these 5 or 6 goddamn times. That's it. There's no show tonight. It's just me sitting here blathering on, and we're going to lose. I mean, we don't have a big audience, but we're going to lose everybody. How was the third take? Was that better than the first one and the second one?
It was better, but there was and Toot actually agrees with me on this one, saying there was a mic pop on Big Tech.
Big Tech. All right. Nope. Stop right now. We're going to start over. I'll do it again.
She has another suggestion. She says, okay, do you really want to mention the not even governments part right out of the gate?
I particularly want to mention the not even governments part. That is a very important. That's why we built it, Toot. That is literally the reason that we built it. I'm not worried about big tech. I'm not worried about advertisers. I'm not worried about these things. I'm worried about an overreaching government that is getting their fingers into every single aspect of our life. That is who I'm deeply concerned about. That's why we built this. Because as soon as it goes live, nobody can touch it. Nobody can touch us. Knock yourself out. Try. It's been done before and it failed before. So, yes, I am mentioning that specifically because I know who my audience is. I know who our target is, and I know who is going to be using this thing for the reason that we built it. Everybody else, we're selling them features. It's neat, it's cool, it's fun. But for the people who are really serious about it, those are our customers, and that's why they do it. If you don't think a government can clamp down on all of your data, go to UK, go to Scotland, go to Ireland, go to any of these places, and you're going to absolutely see it. All right, we're trying this again. And I'm hoping for not having a mic pop. If it does it again, Bell, then I will shoot them offline. I know the setup and I know what people are looking for here now. So if we get another mic pop, I'm kind of done with this, and we'll just talk about crypto. So, all right, Sofa Ninja. This is take 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4, and we're gonna be live in 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, documents, and personal files. Who's really got access? It's not just you. Cloud storage giants claim that your data is safe, but leaks and breaches happen constantly. That's why we built Sigia Cloud, to give you a private vault for your files that no one else can touch. Here's the problem. Every time you upload a photo, a document, or a video to the cloud, it is vulnerable. Big tech scans your files. Hackers target them. And privacy policies let companies do whatever they want. Sigia Cloud is different. It's a dead simple app that encrypts your data before it leaves your device, storing it in a secure personal vault that only you control. No one, not us, not hackers, not even governments, can access it without your key. Unlike other storage apps that throttle speeds or upsell you, Sigia Cloud is fast. It's unlimited, and it is built for trust. Our beta testers have seen 0 unauthorized access attempts after switching. It's your data, your rules, no compromises. Do you want your files truly private? Download Sigia Cloud today to test in our beta. The link is below. Or subscribe to this channel for more tips to lock down your data. Thank you for your time. Cut out. All right, that was take 4. Belle, how was that one?
You know what? I did not hear any popping. I did not hear any audio hitches that time.
Okay, is it more comfortable, pleasant? Everybody was kind of okay with it. I see that we're losing everybody here. Nobody gives a shit about this. I'm right and everybody's wrong, by the way. But I understand not everybody wants to see how the sausage is made. This is what it takes, guys. This is the sausage being made, and it sucks. All right, and anybody else, give me some feedback. Let me know. If not, I'm going to take a single run at the 2-minute one, because that's one I actually want to promote, bro. I want to pay, if I'm paying money, I want to make sure that it's out there long enough. But you know what we're doing here, Jason? We're following the formula, all right? We are following the formula. The hook, the problem, the solution, and thank you, and the call to action. That's what we're doing right here. Anyway, go ahead, Belle.
All right, and Sofa Ninja saying good one. Sigia fan saying best. Jack Sparrow saying that last one was good.
We are going to go on to the 2-minute one. And thank you. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 6:36. All right, I'm going to proofread this one. We're going to play a song. Nobody will get into requests before I hit play, Belle. So
actually, Crypto Sailor was trying to request a song earlier, but he never told me which one.
Tell me the song. Do it quick. I'll go ahead and play it for you. I'm going to proof this one time and see if we can get through it in a single go. That'll never happen. That
never does.
It never going to happen on a single go. This is we waste a lot of video. We used to waste film. We don't do film anymore, but we do waste a lot of memory jotting all these things down. So I tell you what, he didn't get it in. I'm picking the song. Go ahead and talk for a second, Belle, while I cue it up. Talk. Belle? Are you not? You're not talking. I don't hear nothing. You're muted, Belle.
I've been talking, but okay. Anyway,
Okay.
So Ralph Sphinx given the okay sign. Sofa Ninja saying keep up the format. Crypto Sailor saying okay. Only the tokens are dying. Web3 tech will need a couple more years to mature. It actually requires all major browsers to upgrade. I agree with your strategy. I'm doing the same thing.
Yep, and we're going to win. We're going to kick the shit out of everybody. We're very, very excited for it. All right, guys. So now, I know I'm trying to do this. This is really, really mutley. But this is behind the scenes of what it actually takes to put on a studio show as opposed to a desktop show. All right, guys. So now we're going to bring you a golden oldie, the platter that matters. This was a huge hit back in 1974, Belle. That's when this was a huge hit. Crypto Sailor, you should have typed in your song request. It would have been coming your way right here on the podcast, but you didn't. So you're going to get one of my all-time favorite stars. Her name is Melanie, and let me tell you, folks, she's got a brand new key right here on the podcast on the KBOD network. Don't go anywhere, guys. And ladies and gentlemen, it's all smoky in here, Belle. You see that? I didn't get to hit my cigarette.
I do
for
see
40
that.
minutes. I'm sorry. We got to let this clear just a minute, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, privacy advocates, welcome back to the podcast. And thank you. All right. I did this 4 different ways, all right? And obviously I wordsmith some of these stuff. It's all more or less the same message. I'm just putting it out in different formats. And that's why your guys' time is so... My suspender is falling down. Suspenders serve no purpose, by the way, when you're sitting. They do nothing. The pants are just going to stay up all by themselves. My God, these things are big, Bell. It's like wearing a barrel. That's what it feels like. It's like I'm wearing a barrel. I've never been this, it's freeing in a way. And my big dream is to move to either Scotland or Ireland and buy a castle and wear kilts all day, every day, because then it really doesn't matter how they fit. And if if I get lazy and I'm lifting up, and I'm sitting down and you can see up my kilt, that's kind of on you. That's not exactly my problem. That's kind of your problem. So yeah, that's my dream right there. And when I
note to be added there. Okay, there is a big difference between a kilt and a skirt.
I'm going to wear a kilt. All right, whatever the fuck everybody else wears for their little events, that's what I'll be wearing. I will not be wearing underpants. Underpants are the devil anyway. So, yeah, that's what I'll be doing. That's how I'm going to spend my... And by the way, the drawbridge is going to be pulled up and nobody's welcome. All right, that's it. That's just... I'm that crazy guy that lives up in the castle that flies out back and forth in his helicopter. That's it. That's my dream. We need this app to work. All right, we need this to be successful. I already priced it out. I can buy a castle and a lordship for around $5 million. So that's it, man. That's all we need. And then I'm gone. You can find me over there somewhere. We'll throw one fuck of a party, and I'll tell you what, everybody on the stream right now, you're welcome to come. We will send private jets, pick you up, fly you into Scotland. It'll be a hoot. All right. So, all right. Does the smoke, did the smoke clear, Bell? Are we good here?
It did. Okay.
Finally
clear.
All right. So we're back on frame here. How's the frame? Is it good? Is the audio still good? Everybody's happy right now. So I can go ahead and run through this one. It's a little different than the last one. It's got a longer run time. All right. The whole idea here is we have to promote stuff that gets the maximum amount of value.
That frame, give it just a minute or two longer because I'm still seeing clouds off to your left that are drifting up.
Off to my left?
Yeah.
There, are they gone?
Now they're gone, yes.
Okay. You know what? If nothing else, we'll call it suspense. We'll call it noir. We got the noir effect going on over here. It's kind of cool. All right. Let me proof this 1 second. Your file memory. Okay. I only ran through this once during the song. Melanie's brand new key song was only 2 minutes and 27 seconds. And this entire shoot here is 2 minutes. So I only got to go through it once. And let's just hope that we're not going to have any popping, crackling, or any of that other stuff. All right. Jason, if you're ready. We got to write. I'll tell you what. Let me wet the whistle. Shit, I've lost my water. Talk for a second, Belle. I got to take
All right. Hey, the smoke clouds can be the Sigya cloud. Yeah. No. They're gone now, though.
That's actually funny, by the way.
They're gone now, though, so better on video.
That the Sigya cloud is based on nicotine. Boy, that sums up everything we do.
And Political, sorry I'm late. I have to work for a living because I'm poor.
Okay, well, hopefully you're not going to be poor longer. You own Jackal, man. This is what we're doing this for. Believe it or not, it's to make Jackal token go up. We're expecting approximately 0 support, and thus far we haven't got much. But everything that we're doing here, all the effort, all the thing, every single user we get is buying Jackal tokens. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that the hope, the dream, the everything else? Fucking support us. All right. Anyway, let's try this again, Bell. We'll double check the frame. Last time, right here, we good? I'm going to be hand talking and doing all of this stuff. Are we okay with the frame?
Frame's good, yes.
Okay. Then, Jason, we're going to go in 3, in 2, in 1.
Take the headphones off.
Oh, balls. Damn it. Okay. The beard's good. It's not too puffy. I shaved off a whole bunch of it today, so it's a little short beard now. I had the whole... I don't know what I was going for with the other one. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. I can't hear you, so I'm just going to focus in here and get this done. Okay. Screen's good. Okay. Jason, in 3, in... I got a burp coming, dude. I don't want to let it... It always comes out when I start talking a lot. Hang on. It's water, man. What can you do? All right. Last time. All right. This is the real one. Okay. Look, look for the hand. All right. In 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, files, memories stored in the cloud. But who's peaking? It's not just you, and that's a problem. Big cloud storage companies swear that your data is safe, but breaches and leaks hit the news weekly. Sigia Cloud is here to fix that. It's a private vault for your files, built to keep out snoopers, hackers, and even the tech giants themselves. Let's break it down. Every file that you upload to typical cloud storage, photos, documents, videos, is at risk. Companies scan them to send you ads. Hackers exploit weak security and vague privacy policies. Let your data be sold or shared. Sigia Cloud is not like that. It is a simple app that encrypts your files on your device before they're stored in your personal ironclad vault. Only you hold the key. Not us, not hackers, not governments. It is fast with no lag for uploads or downloads, and it works seamlessly on your phone or your computer. Unlike other storage apps that nickel and dime you or throttle your access, Sigia is unlimited and transparent. We don't touch your data or log your activity. Our beta testers have reported 0 unauthorized access attempts after switching, and 98% said they felt in control of their privacy for the first time. Sigia is your data, your way, no compromises. So, are you ready to own your privacy? Download Sigia now. The links are in the description. Subscribe for more ways to keep your data locked down. Take control today. It's time. Cut. There we go. That one is a little bit longer. I probably ran through it a little bit fast. It probably came out to about 95, or it probably came out to 95 or 100 seconds. How did that one work for you, Belle? Were you inspired?
The audio on that one was very smooth.
Okay. Were you inspired by the content, even though you know the content?
I was inspired. If I didn't know any better, we can actually loop Time Slayer in and his sisters and get their opinion, but I like that one.
Okay, so that's number 2. Do you need me to do it again? We'll wait for the feedback from the audience. Do you guys need me to do that one again, or are you more or less comfortable with that one? And by the way, you see Astrovault? You guys see that down there? They have supported us with no expectation forever. They are the one team that has absolutely supported us 100% of the way. That's why we're supporting them 100% of the way. And every single user that comes onto Sigia Cloud, Astrovault gets a little piece of that. That is called revenue. Where does the yield come from, Belle? It comes from users. This is simple. I don't understand why people struggle with this. Waiting for the comments to come in.
All
anyway,
right,
go ahead, Belle.
Toot jumping in with comments saying, okay, this last one was the best. I like the info and the delivery. Big winner. The only thing missing is privacy in your pocket. Are we still saying that?
We are saying privacy in your pocket. We're going to put it on the thumbnail. All right. I love catchphrases. Catchphrases work. Belle, what's the real thing? Do you know what the real thing is?
I do.
What is the real thing? Go ahead and name
it. It's Coke.
Yeah. But if you were just going to do it, what kind of shoes would you be wearing when you did?
Nike.
Catchphrases work. Privacy in your pocket. It is big. It is huge.
And if you were going to pump it up, what shoe brand would you be buying?
Reebok. Are they still saying that, though? Are they still saying
no,
pump it up?
I'm pretty sure that one was done, but yeah.
I owned a pair of Reebok pumps. It had a little orange thing that looked like a basketball up top. And yeah, I actually owned a pair of those.
So Crypto Sailor chiming in saying, great take. Sigia fan chiming in saying, okay, great. No need to do it again. Adam B, that one was good.
Okay. then we're gonna talk for a second, Bell. I'm gonna pull up the 3-minute, and then we're all done. So, because I can only do so many of these.
All right, Jack Sparrow. Blockchain technology has been around a long time now. Bigger companies, to some extent, have built or started to build some blockchain projects. That does not help crypto. Now, with that being said, no, it really doesn't in certain fields because they've got all of those holes plugged and yeah, they've got the licensure to do it.
Well, I've been I took a look at that other one. It's built over on Aptos or will be built on Aptos. I have no idea. It's one New Type keeps clubbing me over the head with, and I took a deeper look at them. I'll tell you what, the thing that shocked me was right there on their website when it said store it, stream it, monetize it. As soon as I saw monetize it, I was like, yep, I know what they are. Do you remember when we were out there in Dubai, Bell? Do you remember the bell of the ball? Do you remember the bell of the ball on that one? It was another crypto app. They've died out. We haven't heard anything from them. They're done. That's it. They blew their load. But their whole thing was monetize your own data, and they're building you a protocol that will let you do that. So just assume and capitulate that your data is always going to be monetized and sold. So why shouldn't you be the one who's selling it? I was shocked. I was shocked and appalled. You remember that? We saw a presentation. We were standing there.
Yeah, that protocol that New Type keeps pushing is called Shelby. And okay, right now they are doing a lot of advertising. They are forming a lot of partnerships. But at the very top of their website, which I have a problem with this, ends in .xyz. That means they went for the cheapest domain name possible.
Well, I'm more than happy to
get early access.
Access to what? There's no protocol. Everything that they're saying, Jackal already did. And the funny part is that the things they're trying to do didn't work for Jackal. So maybe it's different this time.
It's one page. There's no menu. That way you can go and check more into them and see what they're about. They're saying, okay, hot storage at scale. Yeah, okay. Jackal's got that.
It doesn't matter, Bell. We can keep. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
I'm going to take them apart.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
So, dedicated fiber network. Yeah, no, that's not how that works, especially if you're targeting a worldwide audience.
Fiber optics are a public utility. I have fiber in this fucking house right now. We're streaming on fiber. All right. It's not a big deal. It used to be a big deal. It's not a big deal anymore. I live in Des Moines, Iowa, and have dedicated fiber. All right. That's not a big deal.
The data center, one of the data centers we use to do all of our stuff, is located less than 45 minutes from us and has 3 dedicated fiber lines going to it alone. We are literally in the crosshairs of that data map.
I see the smoke again. This is happening. Should I cut this third one with the smoke and we'll just go for a film noir feel here, Belle? I bet Toot would like this one. I don't even got to ask her. She's like, oh, don't leave the smoke. She likes that stuff. And we're going to be, by the way, we're doing another horror stream Saturday. Please join us. Guys, I'll tell you what, if we get some viewership over there, and I'm talking 3 people, if we get 3 people that are hanging out with us, we'd appreciate it. Chris is going to be joining us Saturday, by the way. He's an actual film producer. So if you want to make it into the movies, show him nudes. I know, I'm sure he's not that kind of guy, but I don't know if he's watching tonight. But if he is, he'll get you in the movies, honey. Don't worry. And that's the kind of movies he makes. Do you remember Don't Fuck in the Woods, Belle? Do you remember that? Do you remember that movie?
That one, yeah, that one and Don't Fuck in the Woods 2 are hard to forget.
Yeah, that was borderline porn, but we're not playing one of Chris's movies.
It wasn't borderline porn. It was horror porn.
It was horror porn. Yeah, that's a whole different thing, but it is a genre. So I'm kind of okay with that. Now we're going to be doing Funhouse Massacre again. You know why? Because Belle, Chris has never seen it. And I think as a horror producer, you need to see low budget, good horror. And he hasn't seen Funhouse Massacre. So
Wait, what?
yep, that's what came up. He hasn't seen it.
But
All right.
he recommended that one.
Yeah, I know. He's a funny guy. I don't know, man. He's got many levels of depth to him. He's a movie producer in L.A. That works for a television studio. So yeah, he's an interesting guy. Anyway, yeah, we'll be kicking that out Saturday on OmniFlix.tv. Look for the podcast channel and subscribe. That way we'll pop right up for you. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna be doing this next one. This is a 3-minute read. All right. I literally don't remember what I wrote. I think I'm going to try. I didn't proof it either. I'm just going to spit it out. You guys will tell me how it works. Belle, are you okay with that?
I'm good with it. Let's go.
Okay. Taking off the headphones. Make sure the frame is good. Up. Let me switch it up. All right. Is the frame good? Nothing's changed. My back is nice and straight. My shoulders are back. My posture is good. This is as good as I'm going to look wearing a parachute. Are we okay with this?
Yeah, frame's good.
Okay. Setting the headphones aside. Nobody can see. All right. This is the 3-minute video. Jason, I'm not giving you hand signs. Time it down. We're at almost the closing of the show, so it's the last one that I'm going to do unless I brick this, which is entirely possible. Audio's good, Belle? You like the microphone placement?
Audio's good. Yep.
Okay. Jason, here we go. All right. We're going to have it right. Fix the beard. Okay. All right. Here we go, dude. We're going in 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, tax documents, private videos, all in the cloud. Do you think they're safe? Someone's watching, and it's not just you. Your data is exposed, and you deserve better. Every major cloud storage service promises got to start over. I got tongue tied there. I'm sorry. Hang on. We're not going to talk this over. All right. Take 2 in 3, in 2, in 1. Your photos, tax documents, private videos, they're all in the cloud. Do you think they're safe? Someone's watching, and it's not just you. Your data is exposed, and you deserve better. Every major cloud storage service promises security, but the headlines just don't lie. Breaches, leaks, and data scandals happen constantly. That's why we built Sigia Cloud, a private, encrypted vault for your files. It is designed to keep out hackers, snooping tech giants, and anyone else that wants a piece of your personal data. With Sigia Cloud, you're not just storing files, you are locking them down. Here's the harsh truth. When you upload files to most cloud services, you are rolling the dice. Big tech scans your photos for ads, tracks your documents, and buries loopholes in their privacy policies that let them share or sell your data. Hackers, they crack weak servers daily. Last year alone, over 2 billion personal records were exposed in cloud breaches. Sigia Cloud flips the script. It is a dead simple app that encrypts your files on your device before they ever hit our servers. Your personal vault is locked with a key that only you hold, not us, not cyber criminals, not even overreaching governments. It's fast with no upload lag, and it works across your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. Unlike competitors that throttle your speeds or charge extra for basic features, Sigia Cloud's unlimited, transparent, and it's built for trust. We don't log your activity or scan your files ever. Our beta testers saw zero unauthorized access attempts after switching, and 99% said they finally felt in control of their digital lives. One user told us, I moved my family photos to Sigia Cloud, and for the first time ever, I'm not worried about who's looking. Sigia isn't just storage, it's peace of mind. Your memories, your work, your life are protected on your terms. Are you ready to stop gambling with your data? Download Sigia today. The link's below. Subscribe to this channel for more tips to stay secure. Take back control and keep your files private. Join Sigia Cloud. And thank you. Cut it. There you go. That's the 2 minute, 15-second read, Bell. How was that one? Was that too much? Was a 2 minute better? Was a 60-second better? Talk to me. Let's wait for the feedback, and then we're going to cut this.
The 60-second is my favorite by far.
Okay. And everybody else, you guys let us know which one you actually like. We're looking for feedback. We're going to use all of these, by the way. But tell us which one we should be promoting. The 60-second, that was the first one. The 2 minute, that was the second one. Or the 2.5 minute, that was the third one. The 2.5 minute gets a little bit more personal because we start talking about memories. This is what matters.
Adam B gave that last one a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Anybody else, or
Not
what are we
yet.
going to do here? Okay. What do you think about it, Belle? I know you like the 60-second one. It was brief, it was crisp, and we can use it as a short. But I'm just looking for the rest of the feedback here. Now, I'm sure Jason is going to scrub through this. I hope he is. Tell us which one you like. There's a longer one, bro. I'm going to shoot this one. It'll probably take me 4 or 5 goes to get through. I don't think you guys get it. All right, we've never had a video editor before, and now we have a video editor, so I'm not as hung up on when I miss a word or when I pause too long or when I'm trying to get my shit together, because he can just sit there and just jump frame it or pop out to a graphic real quick and roll the audio behind it. There's lots of stuff that he can do. I've just never had this before, so it's a little bit odd to me, Belle.
Sigia fan says, okay, sounded good. Jack Sparrow, are you planning to promote this before you go live?
Yes. And the reason that we're planning to promote this before we go live, bro, is we can't launch and then promote. All right. We're trying to get people interested and engaged before we launch, because our day one is going to be absolutely critical. And let me tell you why. Web3 is they're waiting for us to fail. They're absolutely waiting for us to bomb completely, because then they can go back and say, we're all about tokens. We're all about finance. We are not about user apps. That's the truth. I absolutely believe that. Now, right now, we're completely ignored. Every single swinging dick out here in this entire space, Web3, that is launching with a token and half an ass is going to be stacked up doing spaces, interviews, all that shit for months and months and months and years and years and years after they actually launch and the token bombs out. Do you know how many interview requests we've gotten that are actually launching, that are embracing, completely leaning into Web3 and the very ethos of it, the way it started? Do you know how many interview requests we've had for an actually functional app that supports Web3 with nothing but a Web3 stack that buys tokens to use? You know how many interview requests we've had? Belle, how many have we gotten? Zero. If you launch with a token and half an ass, people will happy to tune in and talk it to death as you build hype, telling them how you're going to make them a millionaire. But if you actually launch a product, nobody gives a shit. You are absolutely on an island and you are on your own. We're on our own here. So the reason that we have to promote is day one is critical to us. Day one is critical from the consumer side. We're going to be live on the B2B before we are live on the B2C. We are already going to be revenue positive. all right, we're already going to have cash coming into the system. We have deals that are already inked in principle. So all we have to do is finish it up, wrap it up, bespoke the parts that we need to bespoke, and we're actually live. But once you go consumer facing, once you go B2C, you expose yourself to the darkness of the internet. So the app has to be right, and we have to have people that understand what we're about before we hit the go live button. The only thing that's going to change is that one moment we're a beta and the next moment we're monetized. Flip it a switch just like that. So yes, we have to make sure that we're going to have customers that are ready to go from the B2C side. I'm not expecting a massive influx here. If day one, if we got 50 users, I would consider this a roaring success. And it will take us years to even recover the money that we're spending on the marketing. But this is what it takes. This is what I believe. And there we go. Belle, you got something to say? I see your hand up.
I do. We've actually got several people out of the state of Ohio that subscribe to our channel. If any of you guys actually have contact with Bernie Moreno, Josh Mandel, or Morgan Harper, it cannot hurt to let those guys know what we are building. They have been blockchain advocates for quite some time. I don't know why it's always Ohio, but there you go.
There's
They
something
might
about
actually.
Ohio.
There's something about Ohio, but they are blockchain advocates. And yeah, I mean, I can actually see them wanting to somewhat disrupt the data storage infrastructure industry.
Industry, yes. We're swimming upstream on this, 100% upstream. The proper method to do is to build a good app, build a functional app, make it fast, and monetize the data. That's it. That is the deal flow when you're talking about data storage. That's what everybody does. Read their terms of service, because I promise you that I did, and I promise you that our lawyer did. We're doing this for a very, very specific reason. For me, it's about ethos. For Bell, it's about ethos more than anything else. And although I sit here and scream big tech, big tech started the same way we're starting right now, with an idea, half an ass, and dead broke. That's the way big tech started before they became big tech. This is fact. So we're just trying to really, really disrupt it, man. Look, I'm not working against big tech. I'm working against the government. I just want to make sure that I'm crystal clear on this, that you guys understand where I'm coming from. I am working against the government. They are entirely too intrusive in our lives, and something's got to change. Something's got to give. If it doesn't give, then there's no point in anything. So we're just simply an alternative for people who would like to keep their data private. That's your tax documents. Let me ask everybody here. That's be the last question. Then we'll go ahead and get to whatever's left, and we'll wrap it up. Would you upload your tax documents to Amazon? Would you send them up through Dropbox? Are you comfortable doing that? Are you comfortable emailing them? Your tax documents that have all of your income, all of your personal information, everything. Are you comfortable emailing that to your accountant? Are you comfortable uploading those to Amazon or iCloud or any of these other providers? Are you comfortable uploading them on Dropbox? If you're comfortable doing that, then we're not the app for you. We'll never be able to match their efficiency. Because as soon as it goes up, they take a picture. They now know everything about you, including how much money you make, where it goes, how it's spent, everything. If you're comfortable with that, then we're not the app for you. If you think that maybe your personal information, particularly when it comes to like medical information or financial information, should remain private, then we're absolutely the app for you. And I'm going to argue that there's at least a percentage of the population that is comfortable with that. That would say, you know what, I'd like to just keep my private ship private. That's being the case, then we're the app for you, because we do every single thing that we say it. It's an audited trail, and we can prove it out for you. Well, I'm happy to make those videos as well. Anyway, Belle, that's it. I don't want to do the 4-minute read. I'm tired. It's amazing how exhausted you can get in an hour doing this, trying to do live reads in front of a live audience. So do we got any other comments, questions, concerns, anything left?
Ralph Sphinx, yeah, I'm testing Sigia on Android. The only thing I'm concerned is that I have to log in with my Google account, which is not, in my humble opinion, the best company to keep things private.
Yeah, but here's the irony, Ralph. Yes, we are building this for a Web 2 audience, so please understand that. You don't have to. And Android was our final development stage. Everything's going to change, dude. We're expecting Bell's managing the entire thing. We're expecting a new APK update. What? It was supposed to be today, maybe tomorrow.
It was supposed to be today. I'm going to say within the next 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah. So we're going to add in the rest of that, but do understand, dude, that we're also in this for we're going to provide privacy for people who don't know they need it. All right, that's ethos, and that's what we're about. So people are more or less comfortable. In fact, I don't want to make assumptions. I'm going to ask the audience, do you think people are more or less comfortable logging in the Web 2 world, not the Web 3 world, not the actual deep down, all the way down privacy or death kind of guys? Do you think the bulk of the world is comfortable saying sign in with Apple, sign in with Google? If the answer is yes, then we also have to be monetized. We cannot reach the great wide world unless we're profitable. So we have to appeal to the great wide world. Please understand that. But here's the funny thing. If nothing else, it's going to piss Google off. I don't think they will. We're too small. Until we get to 250,000 daily active users, then they're going to notice. But until then, it's kind of funny that you log in with the most exposed data breach in the entire history of the world, going with Google, into an app that completely locks them out of anything that you're doing. I personally think that that's funny, Bell. I think that that's ironic as hell. But the idea of that is that we're giving the privacy to people who don't know that they need it. You're going to have it whether you give a shit or not. That's ethos, and that's important to me. Bell, please carry on.
Dude, bro, you should try the bacon wrapped asparagus. Bacon makes everything better.
And I fully agree with that. Bacon does make everything better, but I don't like asparagus. All right. It smells like pain. And it makes my pee smell funny. And I don't want anything to do with it. How about this? I will have the bacon wrapped asparagus, but I'm just going to hold the bacon. And if we can agree to with that right there, then we're cool. Bell, please carry on. I'm not going to wait for feedback.
Crypto Sailor, talk about the recent data breaches. Security is a major problem with centralized cloud infrastructure and enterprise silos.
Because they don't care. I worked in the industry for 25 fucking years. Because they don't care. And Crypto Sailor, do you know why? The answer is so obvious. Because there is no alternative. Why should they spend a tremendous amount of money when they know that you have nothing else to go to? If you want to use the cloud, you're using Amazon, you're using Google, you're using Facebook, you're using Apple. You have nothing else to go to, and they're well aware of that. Why would you spend a tremendous amount of capital on securing people's data that you yourself are harvesting? For fuck's sake, it is right there. I mean, it is right there, but people continue to ignore this. It's a little bit shocking to me, Bill. And I'm sorry if I'm blasting out now. You guys made me turn up my volume, so I'm sure my compressor is kicking in. But Occam's razor, that's it. They themselves are snooping your fucking data. Why would they give a shit if anybody else is? It is a massive market, a massive market. The data storage industry is approximately $300 billion annually. That is huge. The data sale market, data sales, advertising is over $1 trillion. Think about those numbers, which are absolute fact, and apply it to the question that you just asked, and you got your damn answer. Bell, carry on.
Jack Sparrow, I've got about 3 data breach letters in the last 2 years. Ridiculous.
Dude.
With the we are sorry, we will provide 1 year of credit monitoring letter.
Yeah, you know what? I got mine through. Dude, I'm in Bupers. Anybody out there, show of hands, who knows what Bupers is? Jeff, I know you know what Bupers is. That is the Bureau. That is the Bureau of Military Personnel. That is Bupers. I got that letter back way back when, before even my last deployment, saying that all of your data has been breached. I have a security clearance. Every military member does. It's not just about us and who we know. It's everybody else that knows us, because all of that is in your security profile. These are the people they associate with. These are the people that their associates associate with. That's what it takes to get a security clearance. So it's not just my data that was exposed. It was everybody that I talked to and everybody that they talked to. Bupers has been hacked 4 times with a complete data breach. Now, why should we care? Because it's clear that they don't. There is an alternative. It's sitting here in blockchain, and we're the goddamn solution. Bell, carry on.
Jack Sparrow, porn can no longer be a winner for Web3. You know why? Some states, including Georgia, passed bills where you have to provide ID to prove your age. Just some side humor.
No, I happen to agree with that, dude. I think I think they should. Look, man, porn. I'm going to go on a little tangent here, Bell. I'm sorry, and we're going to wrap up after this. The adult industry has existed as long as there's been adults. All right, we're not beautiful and new here, like we're doing something that nobody's ever done before. This shit has been done forever. And yes, these are not boot cut slacks, so I apologize that my all of my boots are showing here. The porn industry has been responsible for more technological innovation than any other industry in the history of industries. Porn has driven more of it. I need fiber running into my house right now? Do I need that to send Excel documents or to do emails? No, I don't. I need that for streaming. But what was the original, some of the content that everybody was hungry for, Bell, when all this shit came out? Pornography. It's always been up there. Look, I have no issue with it. I don't care what you do. But yes, you do need to police this shit a little bit. All right. Girls are getting younger and younger and looking younger and younger and younger up there. That doesn't work for me anymore. Sorry. I don't know, Bell. I'm more of a MILF kind of guy now. I'm gonna make it funny. I'm more of a MILF kind of guy because I'm 53, and 18-year-old girls, that doesn't really do it for me anymore. But yeah, I absolutely agree and wholeheartedly embrace any kind of legislation that would come down, making sure that your actresses, Bell, are at least the minimum age of consent. I mean, what the fuck are you guys doing here? It needs to happen. But yes, as far as technological advances, it's been due to pornography. What was the very first thing that was really printed out that was mass production, Bell? Do you know? When it was mass produced, the very first thing that was ever kicked out was an erotic poem. What was one of the original things shot on the original 8mm camera, Bell? If you had to make a guess, what do you think that would be?
A naked woman.
A woman taking off her clothes. You betcha. Everything has been driven by pornography. So yeah, I'm not saying that I'm growing out of it, but I'm not saying that it's a terrible thing. Obviously, supply and demand is an absolute factor, particularly when it comes to pornography. But yeah, you guys need to police your industry a little better because some of that stuff's kind of ugly. Anyway, Belle, we got anything else, or can we go ahead and wrap
We've
this
got
up?
2 more. Okay,
Go.
the better one-on-one. Can you incorporate real estate within what you're creating?
Nope, that's not our focus. Not even close to our focus. I understand where you're going with that, sir, but no, that is not what we are. That's not what we're about. If you think that there's a market for that, and there very well could be. I'm a big fan of real estate. I have investments. But no, that is not something that we're focusing on right here. Individual data sovereignty. That's what we're focusing on. Hope that answered the question. Bell, carry on.
Last one coming in from Crypto Sailor. It's worse than not caring. They put in back doors. You should have seen it if you built data centers.
Dude, you wouldn't believe what I've seen. Now, please understand, sir, I'm under an NDA, and that NDA is for life. All right? It's for life. If I told you what I see, you'd be shocked. And there's a reason that NDA is for life. Sure, I could lawyer up and try to fight it. And yeah. I'm never going to beat that industry, man. Do you know how much money they have coming into them? I don't have to tell you, dude. You're familiar with it. Yes, I'll just leave it there. Belle, we got anything else? Or you can go ahead and talk us up.
That's it.
Guys, we'll be back on Thursday. I'm sure this one will be spicy because there's a lot that's going on. But anyway, Belle, please talk us up. Take us out.
All right. Again, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who joined us this evening, we cannot say thank you guys enough. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys and the comments and questions you send our way. Now, again, we are going to be back on Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. In between now and then, if you guys have any other comments, questions, or concerns, definitely don't hesitate to reach out to either Scott or myself, Scott at ThePodocasts.com or Bella at ThePodocasts.com, and we'll get those answered for you. Again, we can't thank you enough, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Coming to you live on the air.